Welcome back to Rednecks, Dirtyhands. I'm Pete, and today we're going to put some more parts on the Redneck sled, the Go Fast sidewinder there. We were out testing JP's sidewinder the other day. He had a boost issue. The lines were backwards. I guess the guy who sold it to him there took all his stuff off, and when he put it back to stock, mixed it up a little bit, so JP was a little flabbergasted why she wasn't boosting and working right. But when he did get it working right, he went from stock in 300 feet, was running 76 miles an hour. Then he got a bigger tune in it. He was running about 16 pounds of boost, and he was running 86 mile an hour. So I think what I'm going to do is upgrade the fuel pump, the regulator on this one. We'll get the clutches set up to handle some power, and then we'll take this one over there and see if we can get 96 miles an hour. Stay tuned. Pulled the fuel sending unit in, or out, I should say. Took it apart. All it's got is little white plastic clips go in through the side. This just hinges on your lid there. So it just has little spring tabs on it. So basically you just get little pliers, grab it in the end, give it a little bit of wiggle and pull, and they pop out. This is the Turbodynamics high flow replacement pump. Now, it came with a little tiny spade connector plugged into the pump there. I was like, oh, why they only give you one of those? Well, when you get the old pump off, the positive and negative that plug into the pump are different sizes. So you need to cut the connector off the negative side, put that blue spade terminal end on it, crimp it, plug it into the negative side, and you'll be good to go. And then we just got to trim this hose down the size for the length that we're going to have that sitting in there. Put it on, put a good clamp on it. We'll reassemble it and stick it back in the tank.
I would say too is make sure that you use the proper crimping tools, because the last thing you want is your negative wire. Like if you do a really poor crimp, last thing you want is that negative wire sitting there bouncing around inside your fuel tank.
Not only that too, they supply you with your regular run-of-the-mill, any hardware store has them, crappy little gear clamps to hold the hose on. I replaced them, and I'm using the fuel injection band clamp style, the solid ones with the screw that tightens it up. These ones are way better. They don't relax and loosen off like these ones will. So on these ones over time, I've seen in the wintertime, under stress, they can split and separate underneath the nut there, and then you lose all your tension. Then you'd have a fuel leak inside your tank, so you wouldn't be building any pressure. So it's a good idea while you're doing it, source out some of these better clamps, put them in. On a side note, quality control, you know, we all like these sleds because they got the Yamaha motor in it. Yamaha's got pretty high standards for quality and all that. Pulling this sending unit apart, which I'm sure is mainly all Arctic. That was inside. So they drilled a hole in something in here, and yeah, that was just floating around in there.
Well, that's
so.
just like knurled up, or it's just like plastic.
Yeah, it's a hole they drilled in the fuel tank or something somewhere, and that was laying right in there, so nice one.
Maybe that's like a Friday night afternoon shift.
That's the standards at Arctic, I think.
Free with every sled.
All right, let's wrap this up. We'll get that on, then we'll put the regulator on. Well, I'm messing around with the fuel pump and regulator, having a few issues with that. The fitment's a little tight, but I'm working on it. Meantime, JP and Scooter are fiddling with the clutch, getting the weights and the rollers and the spring in there. So hopefully we might even be able to get a test run on this thing today. Alright, so we got the fuel pump regulator all on. I put it on the first time. Had those lines backwards. Seems to be a common occurrence around here. Hoses are one way when they're supposed to be the other way. The one thing is, Turbodynamics does not send you any instructions when you get any of the stuff. They just give you a box full of whatever. And it's up to you to go on to Facebook, on their Facebook page, and they have instructions. So we got that sitting the right way. We got the fuel pressure set to about 45 psi right now. The fuel pump, put it all in the tank, and that was a bit of a show to begin with anyway. Button it all up, hit the key, and nothing. Took it all back apart, and whether the pump's been sitting on the shelf for God knows how long, who knows, but it was stuck. So I had to sit there and reverse the polarity back and forth on it a few times, and then gave it a tap or two, and away it went. So don't have a whole lot of faith in that. That's just great, you know. You gotta run a crapshoot every time you start. Is it gonna turn on or not, right? So quality-wise, I don't know if I'm too happy with that, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. Electrical motors. Luck of the draw, I guess, right? So, what do you... China. Well, yeah, so hopefully... JP got the clutches all set up there, so... We're hoping to do some testing there over at Ian's tonight, but I think we'll wait till tomorrow in daylight, and we'll see if this sucker will beat JP's speed of... What was it? 86?
86.
96. Here's hoping. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, it's another day, and the plan was to take this sucker out and take her over to Ian's and give her a test run over there, see if we could beat JP's speed of 86, hopefully get a 96, but it's raining outside, so gonna put that on hold. And then I was thinking, because we've got the added horsepower now, and this thing, the fella that I got it off of, so, you know, he's blown a few belts on it over the course of its life there. Now that we got the more horsepower and we're still using the stock clutches, the uncertainty there, figure should have a belly pan protector in it, because I don't really want to send a big old chunk out of that if I do grenade a belt. So JP had one in his, so I think what I'm gonna do is I got these pieces of aluminum channel there I picked up a while ago off a buddy there. We bought a bunch of them for building the buggies and whatnot. That's actually what JP used for floorboards in the cross cart. I think I'll cut that up, I'll mimic that, get one in there so we don't blow up the belly pan when we grenade a belt, because I'm sure we will grenade a belt or two, but that'll save me some money on a belly pan, and then hopefully the weather turns around, and it's just a slush show out there today, so stops raining and firms up, we'll maybe get over there for a test rip, we'll see. Well, Papa Redneck came out to say hi.
Hi.
So there's the belly pan protector out of JP's sled. And here is the one I made out of some scrap that we had. You know, it matches pretty good, I'd say. The only thing is I'm not going to be putting belt holders on mine. I'm just going to lay it down in the bottom, bolt it back here. I'll drill a couple of holes through the front and I'll probably rivet it on. I don't plan on taking it in and out, but another example of if you got a little bit of free time, some scraps and some know-how, it only literally took me not even half an hour to cut that, mark it, bend it, drill a hole in it, and then all you got to do is drop it down in there. You take your one lower bolt out, it'll go in there. That's going to go up to the front. We're going to drill a hole, well, 2 holes up in here. And there's your belly pan protector. Free $99. That's our favorite price around here. I'm not sure what they sell for online through all the other suppliers, the performance shops and whatnot, but I'm pretty sure it's more than free. So free's good to me. What do you think, Papa?
Well, you could always call this guy to find out how much this costs. If that's free, the better it is.
There you go. Let's bolt her in. Alright, it's all in there. I got it bolted in on the back. It's nice and rigid there. Got one of our nice stickers on there. Guess we know who made that. Fits in pretty nice. It kind of contours in the front and it slopes back in and then, you know, angles out again. I just popped a couple of holes and riveted it. So, I mean, it's in there, it's solid. That's going to protect the bottom plastic there if anything happens with the belt, and won't send it right through the bottom. So that's a bit of a bonus. I checked online there. I know there's a few places selling those from anywhere from 120 to 140 bucks. You know, they're not crazy expensive, but you know, if you got some scrap aluminum, even an old road sign, you know, most of them are all aluminum. A little bit of time, cut it up. Only took a few bends in the vise there and eyeball it, pop a hole in it, rivet it up at the front. Tickety-boo.
There we go, first test pass. Haven't even driven the damn thing yet.
You can hardly hang on to it.
Well, you can hear the blow-off valve working. I think Big Brother,
Well, it's not.
I think Big Brother's showing you how to hold the squeeze valve.
Well, you started drifting at the end, eh?
It's starting to pop and fart a little bit, so I'm wondering if I should give it a little more boost. So maybe we got too much fuel going to her. So I should either back the fuel off a bit, because it is running a bit on the fat side.
Yeah, but you're running the race tune, so give it more boost.
You can give it more.
That's what it is. I mean, if you say you're only boosting the 16, 17 pounds,
Yeah.
that's like max 17. So
Yeah.
take that wastegate lock
Turn
and turn
her
her in some more.
A little bit more.
Yep. $77. I don't know what he was boosting there, but that seems a little slow.
Faster the second last time.
What's that?
I went faster the last time by.
Yeah.
we can still play around with the fuel, because even that pass there, it's running, well, AFR anyways, reading 10. So,
Oh yeah?
yeah. But there it was pulling pretty good. It was just over 20 pounds of boost there.
I think you need more.
Well, I wasn't holding it, and I wanted trying to pay attention to the information that's here, right? Not just RPM seems good. I think I saw 8,500. So gotta focus on one thing at a time here. I'll go and I'll give her a full squeeze and see what it does.
Just like Big Brother, Gripper and Ripper. You got 9 to catch up. Beauty sled. Oh, you got higher this time. 84. 84. Now he's going to say, well, I was standing back 20 feet when I was videotaping you. Yeah.
I don't think he's right on it. You were right on it from the start. He's easing into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You pinned it from the start.
Yeah. This is Gripper and Ripper.
I was sitting.
'I don't think I want that race pipe.
Slow?
You still got 2 to go.
2 to go, 84.
Yeah.
Well, we can dial.
84 again. It's like he's speed trapped. Yeah, he's shutting down to her.
Yeah, you got to pass it.
Yeah. No wonder why. Big Brother was holding on to it longer, that's why. You're not holding it to the bar going past me.
It's like short distance. And then you're shooting up a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be.
Trust, it is super sketchy. That's why mine breaks. You can smell them.
But it seems like boost isn't really going much over 20.
Well, that's
Staying
probably
there.
the lock then.
AFR, no, it's about 10.5.
That's
Not
fine.
even hitting 11.
That's fine. That's a safe place to leave it at. I would sit there and try and tweak that wastegate lock in a little bit
Well,
more.
and I'm thinking if we put some weight in that clutch to pull it down, it might help make some power. Right?
Yeah, but I would get the wastegate set up first before you start clutching.
Well, it's only going to take a couple more turns and she don't open at all.
I'm sure there's some sort of tipping point with it or whatever.
We're
But
going to find out.
it's always nice when a half-inch wrench just adds horsepower.
Hey,
It's always nice when a half-inch wrench just adds horsepower.
hopefully. A half-inch wrench can also wreck an engine too.
True. True.
And in all fairness, you'll have to go get yours because we need to do it in same conditions.
Yeah, no problem. You want to see 90? I love these things with the straight pipes. They just sound so friggin' neat.
He's got to hold it to where you are.
Oh, shit. boosting now?
Yeah, we gotta turn that down. That was over 35. It was going. Like, let's not hold it there too long.
Aye.
Well, just figuring it out. Dude, well, this is pretty redneck, though. So, I'll just go.
Half a turn.
Just do that.
Calibrated boost leak.
Right? Now, I can't tell. There's a bit of a gap in there, so we'll see.
I have to get the feeler gauges out and set it to.
Well, I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Supposed to be running 28 pounds of boost, so not 38.
Holy fuck.
What's that one?
Says 80 there, but I swear to God I saw 88 on it. And he was hauling ass.
Oh, I can tell that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes it. He likes it. What cereal was that? Mikey, he likes it. Oh yeah. Oh, 86 on that one. Tied. Yeah, I swear to God I saw 88 on the last one, so.
Yeah, but you can tell it sounds better.
Oh yeah.
Even when he's going midstream, it sounds better.
So you know he can play with his clutch. Super sketchy.
He's just getting more confident.
Wonder if he'll say like, "That's way better than the T-Cat," or "This is gay. I like my T-Cat." Holy. Did he blow a belt?
All right, so that is exactly why I made the belly pin protector before we started any of this, because she gone. Now, if you look at it, oh yeah, see? Right in here, there's a belt rub and a dent in the pin there, and she flexed down. She's got a bit of a bow in her there, so she took a good wall, did its job.
Well, it makes sense. That's where you got all your horsepower. Primary clutch is trying to pull down, right?
Oh yeah, we got just shrapnel. But we're slowly dialing her in. That was, the pass was 88 or 86 mile an hour there. So, I mean, this is pretty slushy, slow stuff, but I mean, it's working. It was hitting around just about 30 pounds of boost there, which is still a bit on the high side. Should probably turn it down a little bit, but if we could dial it in for 30, we'll leave it that way. The AFR, it was running 11s, 12s, so I might turn the fuel pressure back up a little bit. It's actually not bad. You kind of want it there, you know. I'd say leave it maybe for now.
A lot of the Apex guys and stuff like that back, say sort of 11 and change, right?
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, we got to pop another belt on it. So, but that was multiple passes one after another. So, and that was a used belt. It wasn't new or anything like that. So far, not too bad. My air intake's working. It's still on there. The fuel, there's no fuel leaks. The pump seems to be working. The regulator's working. The clutches, I mean, you know, they're holding together anyway. They're not getting crazy hot. We might have to play with some adjustments, shimming them in, and I'm going to have to probably put some weight in there because it is 8750, close to 8800 that's revving, so bring that back down to 85 to see what it does. But no, it pulls like a freight train.
She was pulling hard on those last 2 pulls.
Oh, yeah.
She was dancing.
Oh, yeah. We'll put the belt on her and take her back to the shop. $82. Giving me shit, eh?
Tell him you need 6.
Who's talking shit now? It's all about conditions there, big brother.
Want to give her one more go?
Okay, go. JB didn't like the 82, so he's going for more. $82 again. Gonna have to tell him. I said, hey, every pass I did kept going up.
He's pinning it right from the
Oh yeah, he's pinning her.
You might need a little adjustment there, Paul.
Oh, handlebars moved on them. Oh, can you ever smell your brakes?
I know.
Let it, every pass I did kept going up and up. Every pass you're doing is staying the same.
Yeah, but you're a cheating son of a bitch.
What do you mean cheating?
What? Well, you're playing chicken. You were letting go of it. So, okay, look how slow I am.
And I was getting 86 over there.
Oh, so that's how the trash talking works.
Right, Scooter? What do you think? Yeah, see, Scooter says yep.
You do another 82, you're 82. Oh, that's fine. I'm only running a 260, and you're running a fucking race 2.
That's not dialed in yet.
Oh, well.
Although I did totally grenade a belt and you haven't, so I guess you win there. Nice one.